Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, Dwyrin here again, back with a series devoted to making Q players just that much better at the game. We are of course here with my basic series. I'll be on KGS today, as you can plainly see. Now today we're going to be starting our 10, 9, 8 Q kind of thing, depending on who actually plays us, because quite frankly, a little bit difficult to get a game on KGS. Now, after this game is played, it should be noted that we would have had games, multiple 5Qs, games 2Q, game 8Q, so pretty much well, not everywhere, but a wide variety of the Q spectrum. So it's fairly safe to say that the basic stuff will be working pretty much wherever you are. Also want to point out again that after this we will go back to 5Q, where we'll be introducing some cool things, because it seems like you guys wanted to see them as well, where we start to introduce ideas like basic Go, but maybe you can build with basic Go, or basic Go and maybe you can be a bit more aggressive with basic Go, and that sort of deal. Alright, so finally got a game. As you can see on the unfortunately though, I don't appear properly set up for said game because the names aren't quite working out so well. But we do have a game I promised against a 9Q, and I'm going to play just dual 4-4 openings, I think. He played a 3-4 stone facing me. Now, one of the basics of Go is that you want to approach on the larger side. So if I really were to count lines between the two 4-4 stones, then count the lines between the 4-4 and the other 4 stone, and count lines between the 4-4 and the 3-4 stone, find that this area is the larger side, so I'm going to approach it. I'm also going to approach it high because I have two 4-4 stones that denote a bit more of an influential style of play. I also want to apologize right now if I'm a little bit darker in my camera right now. It's kind of warm. I don't really want to put in as many lights as I usually put in order to light up this area properly for when I'm recording, so it's a little bit dark. I hope you guys can just not care about that. You're pretty attached to me, so I'm going to Hane. So it would be kind of silly to let him just like build a wall straight under my stone. I have a cutting point, so I'm going to protect it. And then I'll get a extension, I think. Seems pretty straightforward. Now, extension can be high or low here, it doesn't really matter. High is a little bit more in line with the high stones. I might just go, hello there, sir. This is interesting. He decided not to complete what I know to be Joseki and play here. I also still want that base. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play really, really simple. I know that this continues to finish this off as a base, so I'm going to continue and finish myself off with a pincer that is also a base for my stone. I pride myself in getting a base with this group, so I'm going to continue doing such things. Attached to my stone, so I think I'm gonna Hane. Am I gonna Hane? I'm gonna extend. Either or are completely a-okay. Yeah, either or are fine. This leads the cut point behind. I know that's fine because I have a nice strong position here. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually just gonna extend up. Extension is pretty strong response. If he follows, I'm going to Hane at the head of 2 and 3 stones, because that's a basic thing that we know about. Proverbs are amazing. He dove into the corner. You saw my hand instantly go into the right answer. I don't want to connect up his stones because it's weird. I have a wall that faces nothing. I want to kind of separate this little cornerstone from these 2 stones, because usually we try to divide and conquer when at all possible, and I just don't want to give him all of this area when all I'm getting is like a 2 or 3 stone wall max with no extension. If I had an extension here of some kind, I might give serious consideration to thinking about, you know what, maybe I could go ahead and do something like that. But there's no development there, so the wall wouldn't be very useful, so we're going to split. I will extend. Hane would be very, very bad there. If you do not realize that, now you do. I don't know what I want to do here. I could fight him, or I could decide not to. I'm just going to extend. Alright, he did not keep turning. He did not keep coming out, so I will turn. I was about to view these as Miai. Now, I know this is alive, but this is Sente getting this exchange in. He can live in the corner, it's completely fine. He doesn't need that. That's a weird move. Like, if you thought there was danger here, wouldn't you Hane this? That's so strange. That is so strange. But okay, I got this like weird clumpy group. He's alive. I don't have any kind of extension or base or anything backing up this group, so I'm just gonna defend it. I'm defending my group first. Like, there's corners open, I know, but I'm worried that this group is a bit weak. Weak groups come before corners, sides, and centers. So I am going to bug out and give this a little bit of extension, like so. Okay. Now I will go back to corner, side, and center and defend my corner, keep him out of it, because that's a really easy way for him to live. So I want him to not go and live in there. I will Hane again, because I don't want him going under my stone. I'm going to connect, because if I drop down, he gets to Hane, and that's a little bit awkward for that cutting point. I mean, I have to read out like what happens. Like, do I Hane again? Can he cut and like run back over to that stone? I don't really know, and I don't really feel like having to read that out ever. So I'm just going to play here. Now I can Hane, and I'm happy. He has to extend back. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Am I still weak? Do I view myself as a little weakling still? If I do, I probably should give myself some shape. I'm not really inclined to playing this way. Like, I push, he Hanes, I push, he drops down, then I push, and then he drops down again, and then do I push again, and then surround my own corner? That seems a little bit stupid. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to chill and kind of like jump on out here now and get myself some shape, rather than surround myself, because surrounding things is really, really big in this game. I'm just gonna do this. I'm still out. I mean, that didn't change the fact that I'm out. So we can go back to corner, side, and center. This surrounding is good, so let's go ahead and surround it while we can. Actually, no, that's bad. Basic series, I should be in the right mind for basic series. I should have gone for the corner first, but this is okay. I'm going to defend my corner here as well. Give myself a little bit of territory. He played there. I will approach. Now we're reverting back in something a bit more normal. There we go. Normal game, I would invade the 3-3 instantly, because the 3-3 is a little bit... That's what I'm looking for. Very strong against the large knight. We don't really play a lot of large knights because of 3-3 hassles. Not good, not good. Instead, I'm going to base for myself. I might give him this. You know, let's give him it. Does he really want to get... Yeah, come on, that's really... Yeah, do it. We'll do it. I'll go corner into extension, like so. So we know that this stone is low, this stone is low, this stone is low, and there's a gap here. So I can play cap, cap, cap. All of these caps are completely something that I can play. I can play attach, attach, attach. Those are moves that I can play as well. And I can play shoulder hit, shoulder hit, shoulder hit, shoulder hit, shoulder hit. All of those are potential. This is why you don't really want to keep a bunch of low stones, because all of those stones are actually pretty good in terms of forcing your opponent to stay low and do things. Now this stone is just trying to like harass this area. I don't care, but it's also threatening to like cut off this group. I don't like that at all. So I'm going to try and ensure that can't really happen. There we go. I think we've ensured that can't happen, right? Does that look a little sketchy to you? If he plays there and I play there and he tries to come out, I have to do some reading, and I don't really want to do that. Ever. Ever? Ever. 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 Alright, I'll make table shape. Alright, this group, I guess will come on out as well. Don't want it to get surrounded. This group is running to this group, so I guess I'll just, like, be Gandalf and say, you shall not pass. Because, I mean, my group is fine. Like, I made table shape with this group. This group's pretty good. Connect up. Hane. Since he's letting me Hane, might as well Hane. I can, like, poke things and... Nope, okay. Don't want to ignore that. That's my base. My base is important to me. I like my base. This is the part where we realize that we can kill things again. But let's do something a little bit larger. Let's just take this game, and let's focus on the importance of surrounding things. Okay? So here's what I mean by... It's a little bit early for what I was going to do, but let's focus on an interesting topic here. Like, I don't care if this group lives or dies, I can kill it, but we're not going to. Same thing with this. I think this group can probably die as well. Yeah. And this one can be surrounded, but I don't care about any of that right now. The larger thing at work here right now is the fact that he's just trying to, like, make, like, a little two-eyed group here, and a two-eyed group here, and a two-eyed group here. That's really, really small, because that's inviting me to do really cool things, like, say, can I completely surround you? Like, that is a very, very large thing to say. And you don't want to go around and getting all of your groups surrounded. You know, none of my groups are surrounded right now. Like, this group is out, this group is out, this group is out. Like, all of these groups are happily out in the middle, right? And that's a lot better than having a bunch of groups that aren't, that you're allowed to get completely surrounded because, you know, they can live, they know they're not going to die. But just because they're not dead doesn't mean that you did good. So what do I want to do here? Like, you can see me going back to playing this move. I would like to play this one, but it doesn't work. This one leaves this as a weakness. To be fair, I want to play this first and then surround it. That would be forcing. That'd be amazingly forcing. God, I don't know. Let's just develop this area. Instead, we're going to do it with a cap. So, you know what? Gosh darn it, we're doing it with a cap. Get capped. That's what we've been doing so far. We've been getting capped. We've been playing caps on groups and stuff. So we're going to go and cap. Now I'm going to play here. No, we're not going to kill. We're going to respond to the shoulder hit. I can lean. I can Hane. He extends. I extend. He connects. I can Atari. He connects. I got this move now, and then I can, like, play something over here. I will give him one response out of me because the Atari is kind of important. High-headed 2 and 3, does that matter? Not when it can't connect up, so I'm going to temporarily... Well, yeah, I'll Hane it because I want to grow this area. Ooh, he's trying to disconnect me. I think that might be a bad idea. I mean, I can try and play this instead, which has ramifications against this corner. But I guess this will be fun. Alright, that I'm not going to do. That I refuse to do. Because you can see, when you poke, they don't have to respond. They can lean against a group next to you in order to get stronger, right? So, there's that. I guess that's not an I, is it? Doot, and then I Hane in. He Atari's I Atari right there, and it's kind of strange. Let's go back to doing whatever we were going to do initially, which is the Hane here, the extend. The Atari, I think, is a little bit silly, so we're not going to Atari. We're going to go and play here instead. Just kind of develop this area. Because I can see right now, like, even if I only get this area right here that I'm highlighting right now with my mouse, like, this looks like it's still larger than, you know, like, the point or two he's getting over here, like, the point or two he's getting here, the point or two he's getting there. So you can see the value of really not giving that to your opponent. This is an Atari, so I don't really know what that's doing. I can drop down so he can't Hane. I'll just block him out. Like, this is begging me to kill it. This is so begging me to kill it. It's like, can you please? It's like, well, I really don't want to. Like, but I would really like you to kill me. It's like, fine. I'll schedule you in for my 5 o'clock. Okay, how about that? Ooh, what's this? Cut and extend, but I just connect, so it's not really anything. Okay. Atari. And then I guess I'll connect. Now, this area here is mine. Looks like that could be a thing, so I'll prevent him from coming back in and connecting. Connect like so. I'll just block out his little eye. This can't live in the middle, it just can't. And I'm not going to let him live for no reason, so... Now this might be a little bit tricky to read, that if you like a plays here and goes there and then goes there and I go there, it doesn't really go anywhere because it's dead, but you know what? That one might be tricky, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt and I'll just connect over here like so. Okay. No, it might be tricky. He can Atari me, but I connect and Atari him. Alright, there we go. It's a bit more honest, don't you think? There we go. Just play the Hane, and now he's dead. Because this is his shape still. It's the only shape that he has, like this right here. So this group is dead. Now the dangerous thing about this game, though, is from this game, it's really easy to say, oh man, like I was doing okay, I was reducing him and whatnot, but then, oh, I died in the middle, I need to work on my life and death. That's not what you need to look at for this game. If you're in a position where if you've been in a position like this, that's not what you need to take away from your game. You take away, like, how did that middle grow? Like, what was going on there? Like, out of nowhere, it just kind of blossomed into something. You need to go back and figure out how those center moves were able to be played against you, what you were doing when the center moves were, you know, being built up like that. How many group did you have at the time? Are you being surrounded? If so, what can you do about that? All of these things are more important than that. I mean, this group is still not alive. This group's not really alive either. Can I, like, point it out to him? If I go here, he's going to reduce me heavily. I feel like the only territory I have is this, though. But I feel like any aggressive move I play against him is just going to kill him. I mean, I'll poke at him, I guess. I'll let him live. I'm going to play here. If he plays this and then there, he's okay. I can't kill it. Yep, there we go. Interesting move, but okay. I didn't Hane because it gets weird. If I play here, does he do anything? I think my case is buzzing. Not sure how long that's been going on. Hopefully not all video. I don't know. Is that a thing? Maybe not. Let's just do some endgame, I guess. He can Atari me, but then there's a cutting point still here, so yeah. I can play here now. So you can see this is a pretty good endgame. I got to, like, get this, and I'm, like, dropping him back all the way to here. Which is pretty nice. Oh, that works too, but he still has to connect, so that's fine. Roger, roger. Endgame down here is worth a thing. Actually, I think endgame over here is worth a thing. Does that actually kill it? I didn't even check it out. Maybe it did. Yeah, maybe. Okay. That's fine. I'll take his corner then. Atari the 1 stone. And then connect. Atari would have probably been bad, because if I didn't Atari that stone, the clamp there is actually a thing. Because if he drops down, I go up. And then that's pretty big. That would have been huge. That'd be huge, man. I kinda wanna go and grab a couple points. Like, I feel so at odds just like poking these points out. Because he's just like so close to dying everywhere. Like, if I Hana here and he plays there, I get to cut and kill this. And then if he connects, that's just not enough room to live here locally. So that's dead. I don't want to kill, though. I don't want to kill any of his groups. That's not, like, the basis for what we're doing. I killed this because it was completely surrounded and he was trying to live in the center. That kind of thing I'm not really going to allow it to get away with when it's, like, that solid. Like, that isn't going to work. So, fun fact, if I throw in here right now, he has to connect, and I throw in here and he's still dead. I'm gonna go and play here, though. Now he's got Mii here and here, so I can't kill him. That's cool. So there's no question that that's gonna, like, not be a thing. So yes, after this game, I think we're going to concentrate 5Q tag him again, which is going to be interesting because we're going to try to figure out how to build using basic moves. You kind of got a hint of it in this game with how I kind of just like looked at my opponent's stones and asked myself, well, what can I do? Can I lean against this? Is it possible? I even actually told you a lot of the force moves that I had on the bottom of the board. With the caps, with the shoulder hits. Moves to add to that will be small knights. Those actually can be pretty useful. So be identifying what we can force out of our opponent, how we know we can force that out of our opponent, and how we should think about our games once we identify, you know, these forcing moves. Now, admittedly, not every game is going to be a game in which you can build, and we'll have to be going after that as well. Hopefully we get a couple of games where we can see the difference there as well. So here's forcing moves because I can throw and then connect back, so this is forcing. It's also annoying because if he ignores me, and even if I just like poke through and he goes there, then he has to fill in this. That's not a lot. That's not an eye. Then he has to fill in that. That's not an eye. That actually is painful, but I won't do it. I'll just show him this one instead, so he fills in there and there. But you can really see, like, let's count his groups. He's got like 1 group here, 2 groups, 3 groups, 4 groups, 5 groups, 6 groups, 7 groups. Proverbs. Again, proverbs are amazing. The series I did back in December, really, really important in understanding those proverbs, because if you have that many groups, typically Proverbs has one, at least one of them should die. We're gonna exchange this one, I think, now, right? Make that false, maybe? Or is he going to throw in? Okay. This is okay. I think. If he throws in, I didn't read this out properly, did I? If he throws in and I connect and he drops down, the Hana kills my eye. So he drops down, I drop down. He goes there. I might have to play this? No, I go here. He goes there. I go there. But then he throws in and then Atari's. And then I gotta connect. And he backs off. I follow. If all those liberties are gone, he goes there, and then that's Seki. Kinda weird. If I play here, that's false. If I play here, it's gonna be false as well. Doesn't really matter, it's false no matter what. I'll just go ahead and play here. Can't see a way to keep these stones. That doesn't seem to work. Yeah. I think I might have to play this. If he plays there and I fill, he drops down, I can clamp. He plays the Hane, I have to connect. He turns. But then I have to descend, and then he goes there, and he's got an eye at that point, and I have an eye. That might still be Seki. He drops. I Hane. Does a Hane do better? He Hanes, I connect. He has an eye. Again, every variation, he's just getting that stupid eye. I think I'm okay. I'm gonna go ahead and play here so I don't have to take the stone, and so he can't. This is probably a bad move. You know what? That requires reading. I'm gonna play R3 because that's a questionable spot, and a lot of key players would probably defend it. So I'm gonna defend it too. That's a lot of reading, going do. Yeah, whatever. I'll defend that in a minute. Right after I defend these things first. Maybe here now? Nope. Okay. Alrighty. I promised to defend it, right? So, actually, let's poke this first. And then I'll defend it. There we go. Got in one more Sente move before I did that. You aren't gonna do that, right? No. So yeah, lots of fun stuff coming up. In terms of the basic series. I've had a lot of good feedback from people who've been enjoying the basic series. I got an email from someone, actually. I might as well read it out because it was pretty good. I liked it a lot. I won't tell you who it's from. I'll protect that at least. Yeah, he said, I've been watching your lessons for a while. Thanks for your lessons. I've been trying really hard to keep my game simple, focus on the basics. Make sure my groups are strong, no crazy stuff. He goes on to say, he just keeps on winning. Simple and solid is all you need. Even when my opponent is being stupid, I don't rush to kill him. I just remain calm and it works. So I'm really glad it's working for some of you guys. I'm glad this series is really helping. Because comments like those are why we keep doing this. In terms of endgame, I guess I can just play here. So yes, thank you very much for that email. And I hope it continues working for you. If I play here, he's going to play there. Yeah, there's nothing here, so I'm just going to go ahead and connect. I could be greedy and try and take a point, but there's just gets poked. That's actually pretty reasonable. I guess you get that one for free. Okay. I don't know. He should poke now? No, if he pokes, I can poke. He comes in. This one would have been bad. This would have been bad, because if I play here, he goes and gets he gets the 2 points for free. If he plays here right now, I'm gonna lose a point. But I can make sure that this is not ever going to be a point. So this is just 1. Yeah, like that right now. I can go ahead and poke there. If he lets me cut that off, then this dies. So he has to go there. Then I get to go there. So he didn't make any points from here. Where here he would have made 2. He would have made 2, and I would have kept 1, right? Yeah, I play here, I keep this point. He plays there, he gets 2. I play this way, because he poked there, he gets none, and I lose 1. So that's better endgame. This is endgame. That's endgame. Yeah, it's like 1 point here, 1 point here, 1 point here. That's all that's really left. Yeah, 1 point, 1 point, 1 point, 1 point. So I would say this is probably Mii. He takes that one, I take this one. I think he actually needed that one. And then I take this one, he takes that one. Or he's, you know, dead. And then I take this one, and then he takes that one. He takes that one, I take this one, and he takes that one. So there, 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 and then we're done. Yeah, that should be the end. That should be it. That should be it. That should be it. Sorry about the names, though. I would like to show you the names and stuff, but as you can see, this is aligned for my lectures, which is a little bit different than being aligned for your actual games, because in a lecture that everything's slightly adjusted because there's like a extra little bit here for your microphone and underneath for the SGF timeline, or SGF tree, sorry. Oh, I missed that one. Okay, that's good. Yeah, good. Good. Atari, yep. That's a good one. I missed that one. Yeah, that's free. Anything else I missed? I don't think so. I don't think so. Right? Nothing else? Nah, nothing else. I'm almost one group, but not quite. So go here, go there, ignore it, or you can respond to it, doesn't really matter. Okay, I guess you can. It doesn't make any difference either way. I mean, I can't cut through you. Yeah. So all these get taken away, and I don't have to take, there's 2 liberties. He goes there, I take, and there's no throw-ins. Okay, we're good. So there's this, I guess. And then there's that one, and that's it, right? Now it's the end of the game? think I have to play here again? I removed that liberty. I've got 2 still. Disagree. So I'll even step into you. There's 2 there. There's 2 liberties here. I think we're good. I think we're fine. I think we're fine. He's content. He's gonna do something, obviously. So let's get rid of Dame again. There we go. Dame gone. So let's see what he wants to do now. There's 2 liberties there. What are you gonna do? It's gonna pass. Okay. That works. So that's dead. And yeah. Oops. There we go. 58.5. Okay, not bad. Thanks for the game. And he left. I'm gonna review the game. So that's kind of a shame that he did, but okay. So in this particular game, right, so right away you need to be careful of putting your 3/4 stone facing your opponent, because that's very, very dangerous to do. If you're playing a non-basic game, I would go so far as to say one thing you don't want to do in this game is probably play this way, because you get to extend off of the 4/4 stone while attacking. You're doing 2 things at once before like move 10. That's crazy. So he played here, which is actually better. I mean, he's not pincering me. But it would be better off if he just like played a 4/4 point, or if he just played a 3/4 stone facing his side. So now this is okay. That's not what I want to do. So now this is the largest side on the board. So I'm going to wind up approaching, and by approaching, let's go ahead and put the by approaching whatever, he gets to kind of like develop off of his corner while he's putting pressure on me if that's something that he wants to do. So that's why we typically see games going along that kind of basic way. So we have that instead. Jiseki has to play here, and then I'm probably going to play there. At this point, both A and B side are pretty much equal. You can decide which side you want to approach. There are the same number of lines between D4 and Q4 as Q4 and Q16. I'd probably approach the corner because it seems to be the most active one on the board right now. And then I guess black would probably back off. Or maybe this, but it's kind of sketchy if you go into this Jiseki or not, because there's an invasion point here, so it gets a little bit hard to do. But you can play it. I played here. Time to change directions. Leave this behind. Sorry. Absolutely leave this behind. Because if I play here, and we play here, and I go there, and I'm like, I don't want you to do that. And we play something along the lines of this. This is going to be like Aji later on, right? I have to be careful. I have to be so freaking careful. There's like a ton of Aji there. Like, what do? Do I kill that Aji off? That's Sente. Now that's like corner, corner, corner. And there's still Aji here. So it's not the end of the world. Just like leave that behind. It'll be a little poison pill in the middle of what black is doing. It's going to maybe choke him later on. Instead you're doing this, which is difficult, and then you're doing this, which is bad. I mean, it sucks, but we have to just swallow it. I mean, that is what we agreed. We agreed this is going to happen. I hate that it's going to happen, but we left those 2 stones to die, so they're just going to die now. Instead we're doing this. He tries to come out. I get to surround. Surrounding is really, really big. I mean, the minute you go into the corner, you're saying the corner is more important than my 2 stones. That's why I don't want to defend them. And then you decide, you know what, I changed my mind. I really want to defend those stones, so screw my corner. We don't want to like be flip-flop. Try that again. We don't want to be flip-flopping back and forth on what our stones are saying, otherwise our opponent doesn't have to defeat us. We defeat ourselves based on the contradictions that just keep coming against each other. So we got that. Make myself a little thing there. No need to be jealous, because again, we can play here, and if I play something like this, and we just keep playing Joseki like so, I mean, the board can easily take on this kind of thing. Ideally, whatever, let's edit it in. Ideally, this is already played. Well, this is still an invasion point, right? That's still an invasion point. So that says no, and then you can invade here. And then that says no, and then you can come out. And then that says no. And you can, I'm going to come out again. And then you say no. You can get the idea how hard it is to actually kill something in here, right? It's pretty easy to find life back there when you have that many forcing moves. So we don't have to be crazy yet. We can invade that later. It's really difficult to take an entire side with just like a couple of moves. Bunch of 3-space extensions that's not secure in any way, shape, or form. There's gonna be Aji there. Instead, we jumped ahead. Yeah, so we played here. This is not terrible. I'd jump out though because I need to play faster than this. Coming out again, so super important. You do not want your groups surrounded. We saw why exactly in this game. Don't be surrounded. It's really basic. This game is called the surrounding game. You want to try to surround your opponents. By definition, you don't want your opponents to be surrounding you. Finished up what he failed to do. Took a corner. I wanted to play here. Because you can see, if we just play this, right? And we can't double Hane. We can't double Hane. If we double Hane, we're just going to die. Like, look at me, I'm double Haneing. Oh, God, we're dead. Okay, so we can't do that, right? We can play here, 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 here. And that's what we have now. You can try to attack this, I guess. But there's forcing moves there, right? So you have to become... I can't speak at all. Words are failing me. You have to be very careful because this is gonna get you cut and potentially killed the more you try to fight this. Right? So dangerous. So yeah, we can just be like, I'm gonna jump away now. Because what are you gonna do? You're gonna try to cut that? No, you aren't. Whoa, once again, too far. So we played this instead. He comes in immediately. Not liking that at all. In terms of basics, I want this group to be stronger. I want that to be stronger a lot right now. There's some question about the life and death status of this group, right? Because it's like, not really sure 2 eyes are in there. So coming out is also pretty good because I had to be a little bit worried about my group. So there's arguments to strengthen that. And if I were to turn around and say, okay, this territory is mine now because white played there, that's just going to be Sente. You can just keep, you know, building the bottom or whatever you wanted to do. Got myself some shape because shape's important. Split 2 weak groups. Because that's important. And from here, it's pretty straightforward. I mean, as long as I could just prevent this from connecting, and I'll be okay. Like, this is what he's trying to live with right now. That's really tough to live with. It's hard finding even a single eye right now, you know? Like, where are the eyes? Where are the eyes? That's 1. You quite literally need twice that. But here we have a lot of influence, so I just like cap something. You can shoulder at something too, that's fine. And then just follow up and make the wall in the middle because I have all that influence, and that's pretty much all I needed. he realized that this area was large. By then, I mean, there's a wall, there's walls. It's just too much. It's just too much. So this is why you don't want all of your groups getting surrounded, because the middle, you can try your heart out to live everywhere, make a bunch of groups and get in the middle, but it's just not going to work because you cannot make 7 groups. I want to stress that again. You cannot make 7 groups in a Go game and think to yourself, yeah, I bet I can live with all of them. Most of the time, you can't, and by trying, you're just going to die. And if you turn around and say, okay, I need to get better at life and death now because of that, that's learning the wrong lesson. Lesson, don't make 7 groups in a game. Hard to get more basic than that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this game. We'll be back next game where we play a 5 queue and we're going to actively try and build ourselves a framework using what we've learned so far, and then just finding some forcing moves to make ourselves a bit of a large area and just see how that goes. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you're enjoying the series. And as always, you're amazing, every last one of you. Glad you're enjoying the series, and I will see you all next time. Take care, everybody.